Dillon Gabriel is walking into a dream scenario at Oregon. They, last year, were the best offense in college football with Bo Nix, and Oklahoma wasn't even far behind that. In fact, Oregon and LSU were the only two teams that actually had more yards per game than Oklahoma last year. I got a chance this offseason to see Dillon on the field for the first time and was super impressed by a couple of things. Consistently accurate, has a ton of energy on the ball, spinning it and velocity, especially for his size. And then 3, just looked very consistent in the movement side of things. Like he has a reason for why he does what he does. He is not just dropping back and throwing it. And I love that and also expect that in an older player. Statistically speaking, he's thrown for over 3,100 yards the last couple years that he's played. He's taken that experience and talent up to Oregon, and I think it's gonna be a show. Let me show you why. All right, let's get into the tape. Here's Dillon back at Oklahoma. We're gonna do a little Oklahoma, we're gonna do a little bit of Oregon this offseason in spring ball. This first clip, this is versus Kansas. They're just gonna run a hitch and go right here, so it's pretty standard, it's in every offense. But what I like here is he's gonna pump, and he's gonna get this DB to step towards him a little bit, which is really all we need to do. And then he's gonna come back and confirm that that safety's not flying over there. Because when you do pump fake one side, yeah, you might get that corner to jump, but you're also bringing potentially a safety with you, which is going to change, one, whether or not you can throw that hitch and go or slant go, but also what type of throw to make, because you might have to put it on a line if that safety's hauling over there. He does a great job of selling it and confirming he's a lefty, just in case you didn't know before this looks backwards. Good timing on the pump fake. Just get your eyes right here. Just gets this guy on this pump fake just to step forward. Now he overcommits here like crazy, so this is as open as it gets. But that's fine, I don't knock somebody because somebody's wide open, okay? But then watch him off this pump fake. Boom, eyes back to the middle of the field, holding this safety so that he doesn't come into the mix, okay? And then settles in place, and this guy's wide open, but sometimes we put these balls behind him and all that stuff. Nope, hits him right in the forehead. Easy walk-in touchdown. All right, next up, this is a little bit more backyard football. I like to see it. Bo Nix did a great job of this at Oregon. Again, we're gonna look to see Dillon Gabriel do the same thing. But here he's dropping back. Kansas is, again, single high, cover one across the board here. And Dillon's gonna drop back, and he's just got hitches right here. I mean, these guys are essentially just running little stop routes. Not a good combination for that coverage. I guess you could put it inside right here on this guy, but he doesn't. He stands back here, and then you see him take his hand off the ball and point and tell his boy to go inside. Okay, just watch this right here. So as he comes back, he's like, dude, go inside. Points right there. This guy crosses face, and then now puts the ball right on the money, bringing him inside for the 6'4" tight end to make a play on third down and get a huge conversion. So again, kind of just a little backyard football, making a play, making something happen. That's typically what veteran experienced dudes do. Now let's go to spring Oregon, okay? He's not live, so I'm not sitting here saying this is a game rep, but I don't care. This is a little flea flicker. He's handing it to 27. 27 tosses it back to him. Subtle movement. And this stuff does play out, right? I know this guy's not going to hit him, but this is a veteran player who's not worried about getting hit. But this subtle lateral movement right here into his throwing motion, getting into his front side. I know everything looks backwards when you're a lefty. And then look at the ball placement here. Across the field, exactly where that ball needs to be thrown. Not super easy moving towards where you're throwing. This is a right-handed quarterback moving to his left, following through to a receiver. This is just the opposite of that. Super impressive. That's going to play out nicely for them because Oregon's going to do a lot of gadgets. They're going to misdirections, throwbacks. Wouldn't be surprised if Dillon catches a touchdown or two this year. That's just what a lot of the most prolific offenses in college football do. And again, last year they were the most prolific offense in college football. Now this one is more just a feel for pressure. Now, I'm not sure 100% what they're doing blocking wise, but they've got 4 guys coming here, or they got 5 guys coming here, sorry. They're sliding this whole O-line, these 5 for these 4, and this guy's coming free. So again, I don't know if this is a blown protection or if they just went full slide, and this, if they are, then this is a good example of Dillon understanding protection, knowing he's got a free runner coming, and knowing I got to get rid of this ball immediately with a free runner in his face. So right here, shuffle, that back foot hits the ground, ball's out. I know that this is not real football because he's got a black jersey on, but this ball is out, understanding not just protection, but they got an issue here on the back end here. They got 2 guys covering one and nobody covering this guy. So You know, you look at this and you go, it's a wide open touchdown. He's just running down the middle. Yeah, good offenses can scheme that, and that's why Oregon had a lot of those. And that's why my prediction is that Oregon's going to have a lot of those. They're going to have a lot of plays where it looked real easy. It looked like Dillon didn't do much. That's great play design and great execution, not just by the quarterback, but up front and the guys outside. So when I start to think about what to expect from Oregon, I honestly feel like they're going to pick up where they left off. They've got the same type of guy. Bo Nix is more athletic than people realize. I think Dillon Gabriel is more athletic than most people realize. Quick release, seasoned veteran, has been through a lot, has had some big comebacks, has lost some games, has been booed, has been cheered. And so I just think like all that context for the position plays out nicely, and it's why you pay top dollar in college to go get a veteran player, because what you can't guarantee out of a 5-star out of high school, you can out of somebody who's played a lot, and it's easier to mold that guy into what you want to do there. So, I mean, I think Oregon right now is, I see they're ranked high. I don't see a lot of people picking them to win it. So maybe it's a dark horse, but I think Oregon's going to be in the mix at the end. And I think Dillon Gabriel's going to be a massive piece of that. And if they do pick up from where they left off last year, then that would mean that I'm saying Dillion's going to be a Heisman finalist and playing in one of at least the last 2 games of the year. And if that's what that leads to, then I'm confident making that prediction.